I joined Team in Training in February of last year, 2013, and the whole goal is to train for a triathlon in Bass Lake. Day of the race, it was June 1st, 2013. I was feeling pretty strong that morning. I was swimming good. I do remember getting on the bike in transition and starting the bike part, which is about 23 plus miles. And last thing I remember is I caught up with a buddy of mine and we rode, I guess, for a couple of miles kind of close to each other. And then the accident happened. I remember coming to and then going out, coming in and out. And then I remember opening my eyes and there's this man, you know, upside down, beautiful blue eyes, no hair, holding my C-spine. And it was Scott Browar, who happens to be an employee for Community Hospital.
Tammy had obviously suffered a significant injury. One of her good friends, her mentor from Team in Training, was there. And we realized that she had suffered a traumatic brain injury.
I was bleeding from the ear. I'd ruptured my eardrum, fractured my skull, cuts in the back of my head, on my eye, knee, so I was just bleeding.
Stabilized her cervical spine, made sure we maintained an airway. She was in and out of consciousness. It was obvious that she was injured badly.
I remember a little bit of the ambulance ride, and then from there on I spent the next almost just under a month in the community. I think I was in ICU for about 5 days. The level of care there was just phenomenal. They were so on their game. Head injury is a very strange thing to deal with. It's emotional, it's scary, it's unstable. And there was times where I didn't even know why I was breaking down, and you know, I was upset and I was scared and I was alone. And it just happens that one of the staff would just be there at the right time. I never felt like I was abandoned. You know, they were there for you, and whether it was to give you a hug or just sit and listen to you or bring you ice cream or bring you medication to help you get out of pain, it was a very cool experience. Scott Browar and I had a plan that we were going to do the race together. And when we got done with the swim part, Scott said to me, "You're on fire. Go race your race and I'll see you at the finish." And I said to him, "You know what? I am going to go because I've been training hard for the bike part." I said, "I'm going to catch up with you on the run part, and our plan, solid plan, is we're going to cross the finish line together." When I started the bike portion of the Bass Lake Triathlon, and I went by that spot where I crashed, I broke down. I'm absolutely just out of control crying, but I'm still cycling. I didn't stop. And I just went with it, whatever. So I know people around me heard me like bawling out loud. Didn't last for long, maybe just a couple minutes, and I pulled myself together and it was like, okay, just go on with the race. Then when I come back from the bike part and start the run, I ran into Scott. I said, "I'm gonna finish your last lap with you, so I'm going." And he started arguing with me. He's like, "No, just go finish it, do it for me." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Soon I figured out why he was pushing me to do that. When I crossed the finish, my boyfriend got down on one knee and proposed to me, which was absolute shock.
I can't imagine being with anybody the rest of my life. Will you marry me?
Oh my God.
Will you? Really? You sure? You ain't gonna look at the video.
The number of people that pulled together, from the hospital staff to our friends, people I didn't even know that well. If Scott wasn't the one that came on scene, and in fact he was riding up, shouted out to my friend, I'm a nurse, do you need help?" And she said yes. I mean, how do you thank somebody like that? You know, what can you do? Thank you just isn't enough. So now he's going to be burdened with being my friend for life.
I'm humbled that I was able to at least provide some comfort and care. Community Regional made a difference in Tammy's life. This could have been a true catastrophe.
That is an awesome, amazing group of people, and they went over and beyond what they were required to do just to keep me in good health. I am so thankful for them.